At 6 a.m., the fishing day starts. People have worked these shores since the time of the Vikings.
Man har jo en far som var fisker, så alle mine forfedre har jo vært fiskere. Så det må være et gen der som ligger i slekta. Fiske er jo veldig viktig for Lofoten i masser av generasjoner, og det er det jo ennå frem igjennom. Det er et liv som jeg liker, rett og slett. Jeg kan ikke tenke meg til å bytte.
In its heyday, in the 1950s, over 30,000 of these small boats would land more than 1 million tons of Arctic cod every year, without any restrictions on how much they could catch. It was assumed that this vast resource could never be exhausted.
Even many scientists said fishing doesn't matter much, because you cannot deplete a stock by just fishing.
But nobody really knew how the stocks were doing. So in the 1960s, Odd Nakken began to investigate.
I was very interested in how to find out how much fish there is in the ocean.
By studying cod numbers at sea, rather than assessing the annual catch, scientists got a much clearer picture of the impact of fishing. And the timing was important, as the industry was changing. By the 70s, trawlers were making huge catches, and the smaller fleets were still unregulated.
Everyone tried to harvest as much as he can, of course. It was very, very wasteful fishing. A lot of the fish were thrown overboard because it was too small for the markets. And if you fish out the small fish, there will be no big fish some few years later.
Even with such heavy fishing, scientists predicted that cod numbers would grow because of increased spawning.
In the end of the 1980s, we could see a lot of young ones up in the Barents Sea. And on that basis, we said that there should be a marvelous, good cod stock at the end of the 1990s.
But the fish never came.
Det ble bare plutselig helt veldig dårlig med fiske fremme kysten. Og ingen forstod hvor fisken var da. Han ble bare rett og slett bortetorsken for oss. Vi var jo i fiske, og så ble det jo sendt ut melding. Det var jo på radio. Den og den datoen var det stopp, og da var det bare å gå hjem. Vi fikk ikke lov å fiske mer. Vi forstod oss ikke på det her, hva som skjedde. Det ble veldig, veldig dårlig, altså, for kystflåten.
The disappearance of the cod was linked to another species of fish.
The capelin stock broke down, and that's the main food for the big cod. And what do the big cod do when there is no capelin? They eat other small fishes. So the cannibalism in the cod stock increased tremendously in those years.
The cod were eating their own young. This, combined with overfishing, caused the population to crash by 75%. They had to stop fishing before there was nothing left.